Hello friends, welcome to Learner's Planet. This is Alka Maheshwari. In this session, we are going to discuss the methods to find out square roots and cube roots. Friends, in this session, we are going to take the numbers who are perfect squares and perfect cubes. This session is specially designed for the CAT aspirants, MAT aspirants, and the other persons who are taking any sort of competitive examinations. Now, why I'm telling that we are going to take perfect squares and how will we identify them? So, friends, in for the exams I'm talking about, you are not directly asked whether to find out the square root and cube root of the number. It may be the part of a question. So, by looking at the options, in most of the exams, the questions are multiple choice questions. So by looking at the options, you will come to know whether the given number was a perfect square or perfect cube or not. Okay, so these are the smart techniques to find out the square roots and cube roots. But keep one thing in mind, in this session we are just taking the numbers who are perfect squares and perfect cubes. Now, to apply the techniques, we must memorize the numbers and the squares up to 10. So the square of 1 is 1, square of 2 is 4, square of 3 is 9, square of 4 is 16, square of 5 is 25, square of 6 is 36, square of 7 is 49, square of 8 is 64, square of 9 is 81, and square of 10 is 100. These number and the square we already know. We might have learned in our junior classes also. Now, what is the unit digit of square of 1? That is actually 1. The unit digit of square of 2 is 4. The unit digit of the numbers ending in 3, the square will end in 9. Okay, so similarly, I have mentioned the table over here. Just look at the table and you have to observe certain things. The square of 1 and 9 both end in 1. The square of 2 and 8 both end in 4. The square of 3 and 7 both of them end in 9. The square of 4 and 6 both of them end in 6. And the square of 5 will always end in 5 in only. And the square of the numbers ending with 0 will always have 0 at their unit place. So friends, let's make more observations, then we'll be doing the problems. I'll just read out the observations for you. If the unit digit of any number is 2 or 8, then its square will have unit digit as 4. If the unit digit of any number is 3 or 7, then its square will have unit digit as 9. If the unit digit of any number is 4 or 6, then its square will have unit digit at 6. If the unit digit of any number is 1 or 9, then its square will have unit digit as 1. If the unit digit of any number is 0, then its square will have unit digit as 0. Now friends, let's take some problems. To begin, I just take a small number. Let me take 529. Whatever the number is given to you, you just give a breakup of 2 digits from the units place. So I'll just take 29 and 5. I put a comma over here. Now this number represents the first digit of the square root, and this number 9 will represent the unit digit of the square root. Okay. Now here we see the square of 3 and square of 7. Both of them end in 9. So the unit place of square root of 529 will have either 3 or 7 at the units place. Isn't it, friends? Now first digit that is fixed. The square of 2 is 4 and square of 3 is 9. So the number should lie this number should lie between 2 and 3. So the number, if the number is 3, the minimum number should be 9 over here. The square of 3 is 9. So in this case, it will be 2 only. So the first number, that is the tens digit, will be 2 only. Now we have to find out whether the unit digit will be 3 or 7. So we are clear that the tens digit will be 2. Now let's multiply 2 with the next number, 2 to its next number. So 2 into 3 is 6. Okay friends, and this is 5, which is less than 6. So in this case we will, since 5 is less than 6, we'll be choosing the lesser number from the choices. So we'll choose 3. So the square root of 529 is 23. Let's take another number. I take 1, 0, 2, 4. Now I'm going to break the numbers, splitting the numbers. It's from unit digit. I'm making the pair of 24 and 10. Okay. Now first of all, let us find the tens place. Since it is 1, 0, the square root will lie between 3 and 4. So the tens digit will be definitely 3, because to be the tens digit as 4, we need at least 16. So friends, the tens digit we are clear about it. And for the units place, we have two choices, as the square of 2 or 8. Both of them end in 4. Now, as in the previous case, let's multiply 3 to its next number. So 3 into 4 is 12, and 10 is less than 12. So we'll be choosing the lesser number. So 32 is the square root of 1024. Let's take another number. We take 1, 6, 8, 1. Now make the pairs. The unit digit must be either 1 or 9, and tens digit, since 16 is there, the square root will be the square of 4 is 16 and the square of 5 is 25. So the tens digit will be definitely 4. Now 4 to its next number, the 4 multiplied by its next number, that is 5. 4 into 5 will be 20, and 16 is less than 20, so we'll be choosing the lesser number. So it's 41. So the square root of 1681 is 41. Now let's take 6084. Let's make the pairs. 60 lies between the square of 7 and 8. So the tenth digit will be 7, obviously. And for unit digit we have two choices, 2 or 8. Now multiply 7 to its next number, that is 8. 7 8s are 56. Now this number which we are having is greater than 56. So we'll be choosing the greater number. So I'll be choosing 8. So the square root of 6084 is 78. Now let's choose one more number. It's 8649. Okay. Now let's make the pairs. 86 lies between the square of 9 and 10. So the tens digit will be 9, obviously. And for unit digit we have two choices, 3 and 7. 9, let me multiply 9 to its next number, that is 10. 9 tens are 90, but 86 is less than 90, so we'll be choosing the smaller number, that is 3. So the square root of 8649 is 93. Isn't it the method so simple? And actually it's very important if you are going to take any sort of competitive examinations. You don't have to worry much about it whether the given number is perfect square or not. Since all the exams are MCQ pattern, so you will come to know by observing at the options whether the given options are the integers or not. Now I choose one more number. It's 4356. Let's make the pairs. Now in this case the unit digit is 6, so we'll be having two choices for the unit digit in the square root. it's 4 or 6. The first two digit 43 lie between 43 lies between the square of 6 and 7. So the tens digit will obviously be 6. Now let's multiply 6 to 7, that is 42, and 43 is greater than 42, so we'll be choosing the greater number. So it's 66. So the square root of 4356 is 66. Now let's take one more question over here. It's 6561. Making the pairs. 65 lies between the squares of 8 and 9. So the tens digit will be 8 only. And for the units place we have two choices, either 1 and 9. Now 8 into 9 is 72 and 65 is less than 72. So we'll be choosing the smaller number. So the square root of 6561 is 81. Now I take one more example. 3, 4, 8, 1. Let's make the pairs. So 34 lies between the square of 5 and 6. So we'll obviously have 5 at the tens place. For the units place we have two choices, 1 and 9. Now 5 into 6 is 30 and 34 is bigger than 30. So we'll be having the bigger number at the units place. So 59 is the square root of 3481. One more problem. 2304. Okay. Now 23 lies between the squares of 4 and 5. So we obviously have 4 at the tens place. For the units place we have two choices, 2 and 8. Now 4 into 5 is 20 and 23 is bigger than 20. So we'll be taking the bigger number over here. So the square root of 2304 is 48. Friends, I hope you might have understood that the method is quite easy. You can practice it well, and so it will definitely be helpful for you in your competitive examinations. Okay, all the best. Now let's learn how to find out the cube root of the perfect cube numbers. Now friends, let's see how to find out the cube roots of the given number. In this case, we'll be taking the numbers which are perfect cube. Now, how would we decide whether the given number is perfect cube or not? Since I have already mentioned, this session is important at the point of for the point of competitive examinations. So, by looking at the options, we just have to find out, we just can observe whether the given number is perfect cube or not. Sometimes it is a part of a question to find out the cube root, and sometimes the direct cube root are asked. But since there is no clear method to find out the cube root of the numbers which are not perfect cube, we have two choices only. Either scientific calculator we have to use to find out the cube root of non-perfect cube numbers, or we have the choice of logarithm. So in both the devices, like whether it is calculator or whether it is logarithm table, we are not provided the same in the examinations. So we have to assume that the given number is perfect cube. Let's begin the method. First of all, let us make some observation over here. I have given the table where the numbers, the cubes, and the unit digit of the cube is given. Now, the cube of 1 is 1, cube of 2 is 8, cube of 3 is 27, cube of 4 is 64, cube of 5 is 125, cube of 6 is 216, cube of 7 is 343, cube of 8 is 512, cube of 9 is 729, and cube of 10 is 1000. Friends, you will observe that unit digit of cube is unique in all these cases. Like, if the number which is given to us is having unit digit as 1 so definitely its cube root will have unit digit as 1. Similarly, if the number which is given to us is having 8 at the units place, then definitely its cube root will have 2 at the units place. Similarly, we can observe from the table. Just observe it very carefully. You can make this table for your initial practice, and definitely you know all the cubes of the numbers, but for initial practice you can make this table. Now let's take some problems. How do we find out the cube roots of perfect cube numbers? Now let's take the first number, that is 2197. Friends, as in the previous case and the square roots, we were making the pair of the numbers. In this case, we have to make the sets of 3 digits. So in this case, 197 and 2. So we are making the sets from the unit digit. Now this number will represent the tens digit of the cube root, and this number, that is 7, will represent the unit digit of the cube root. So in both the cases it's very easy. The number which are having 3 will the cube of that is that will end in 7. So unit digit will definitely 3 in this case, in the cube root of 2197. Now 2 lies between the cube of 1 and 2. So the tens digit will obviously 1. So the cube root of 2197 is 13. It's very simple, friends. In a single step, just by observing the number, we are finding the cube roots. Now let's take one more number. It's 157464. Now we have to make the sets. It's 464 and 157. Now unit digit of this number is 4. So we'll be having the unit digit of cube root as also 4. Now 157 lies between the cubes of 5 and 6, isn't it? It's between 125 and 216. So the tens digit of the cube root will be 5. So the cube root of 157464 is 54. It's very easy, friends. You just have to observe the table. You just have to practice. Now let's take one more number. Is 300763. I'm making the sets of the numbers. The unit digit is 3 of the cube of the number. So here we observe the cube of 7 will end in 3. So the cube root of this number will definitely be 7 at the units place. So we are clear with the units place. Now 300 lies between between cubes of 6 and 7. It's between 216 and 343. So the tens digit will obviously 6. So the cube root of 300763 will be 67. Let's take one more number. It's 804357. Okay, the number is having 7 at the units place, so the cube root will have 3 at the units place, and 804 lies between the cube of 9 and 10. So it's the tens digit will definitely be 9. So 93 will be the cube root of 804357. Let's take one or two more examples to make it more clear. The next number is 531441. In this number, the unit digit is 1 and the cube of 1 is also 1. So we'll be having 1 at the units place of the cube root. Now 531 lies between the cubes of 7 and 531 lies between the cubes of 8 and 9. So we'll be having 8 at the tens place. So the cube root of 531441 is 81. Isn't it so simple, friends? I take one more number. It's 91125. The unit digit of the given number is 5, so its cube root will have the unit digit as 5. Now 91 lies between the cubes of 4 and 5. So the tens place at the tens place will be getting 4. So the cube root of 91125 is 45. It's very simple, friends. You just have to practice with the methods, and I'm sure that you will be calculating it so fast. Even in a minute you can find out more than 20-25 cube roots. So I hope you might have enjoyed the session of cube roots and square roots. You have to practice well. All the best.